Welcome to RVer Frank's Yerf Dawg house. Hello everyone, this is RVer Frank. Today I'm continuing with my previous video about the Yerf onboard gear checklist. This checklist contents would enable myself to render assistance to others encountered on the road who may be less prepared. Overnight camping gear would be the subject of another checklist. So we'll lift this up here. I have a hanging bag here. I could put, I don't know what I have in here. Oh, I have a towel, I think just to give it some volume. If I needed to put something there, like maybe the recovery gear, that might be a good place to keep it. Again, I don't want to put anything down here because that needs, I don't want to put anything down here because it gets hot and lets air get into the engine for the cleaning. That's the air cleaner right there. So I want to keep this bay here open. So what I did here was I got this Can Am trunk. It had some funky little clasps that kept the lid down. No locking feature. So I went ahead and put these in. Gives you some locking function. And I just bungee cord this up like that. And here are these headsets. You have the box. I mean, these suckers are expensive, rugged. Feel like you're in a rocket ship. These things. With the mouthpiece. I'm gonna see how I might be able to adapt those for a small skateboard helmet in here rather than a full face coverage, because we got the full windshield and enclosure on here. I still like to have some head protection, and I might be able to adapt these to, like I said, a skateboard helmet, which is like a shorty. Okay, then I keep this bag, which I'll do a separate shot on that bag. Okay, here's the tools in this little red bag here. That's a Bauer impact driver. It's a 20 volt lithium, Harbor Freight, depending on around $100, depending on whether you get a coupon or they got a sale. I've used this thing. It's got 1,300 inch-pounds. They say you could take a wheel off. I haven't. I've got these torqued down to 80 foot-pounds. But usually they say use that impact driver on the fasteners holding this belt cover on. Otherwise you're there all day cranking with a little tool they provide. Yep. So I got this flex 3/8, or pardon me. That's why I have this flex quarter drive hex extension, flexible. Okay, so I've got my pliers here. It's got a cutter, dikes, regular standard pliers, needle nose with a dike cutter. I got, see, these are 1/4 inch extension sockets. I believe that's a standard. I've got some quarter hex drivers for the impact wrench. Another set. One is metric, one standard, and of the impact sizes here. And then I've got a standard and standard metric quarter drive sockets and all the extensions and so on and so forth. Ability to adapt that with a reduction for the driver. If I need to do that kind of stuff on the trail. If not, maybe somebody else I can help. Wouldn't that be great if that's the only time I would use this, is to help somebody else? And of course I've got 2 sets of every, with lots of redundancy on the torque set type drives, Phillips, blade, different everything. So I can't even go through it. You can see it. I won't inventory all that. Anyway, that's what's in the magical red bag. And then this is a small cooler, and this is full of water. But I insulated this whole compartment here with not only this bubble wrap with aluminum foil around it, but there's also some other deadening material, automotive, that I used for the flare around the engine. The deadening, it's automotive, really thick material, and so this in itself is insulated. And then I've got, here's my winch, snatch block, anchor. There is a lug wrench with a breaker bar and extender. I got some plastic bags in here. Oh, here's my belt. For the Yerf Dawg. It's a these belts can go. They're expected to go. So there's a field repair, unless you have a maintenance where you go maybe 1,000 miles and you just change it out. They're about $160. It'd be preferable if you knew by inspecting your belt when it's about to go. That way you're not doing it on the trail. You could do it inside the Yerf Dawg house. Let's see, up here, carry my fire extinguisher. I may find another way to mount it, but I'm getting a couple auxiliary gas tanks. They'll hold about 1.5 gallons on each side. I'm going to put them in this area here on that bar. So a lot of people have their fire extinguishers mounted here. They mount them inside, they mount them everywhere. And if there's no standard, I might as well just keep it in here and put fire extinguisher on there. Or find a red one of these. I don't know, something I'll have to take a look at. And here's this roof rack. I'm going to do something separate on that. So that is how this thing goes together. Lots of storage. Okay, last but not least is my cameras. So I need my 3-axis stabilizer with my GoPro clone, it's SJ Cam. Love these cameras. Have one here. I'm filming with one right now. My Nikon, my Canon, Vixia HFR 72. Love that camera. And of course all the chargers and batteries that go along with that. I'll be setting up a dash cam with this SJ Cam adapter and suction. So I'll have one in there. I have one in the Colorado. But I carry extra USB.
Call from via home.
Okay, continuing on, that was Kathy. So in this bag here, this is my I call my grab bag. And basically, I'll just kind of go over it. I have flashlights, batteries, and any dumb loads where I use just AAA batteries instead of the specific flashlight battery on these lights here. They have a special battery or a dumb load to put just AAA batteries. Okay, air horn, extra air tanks. I got a Swiss Army knife in there. I got some phone battery packs. I have a Gerber multi-tool in there, USB cables, a Swiss Army knife, pepper spray, eyeglass screws, super glue, baking soda, which is a combination you want to have. You might look that up. You can make a concoction there for various purposes. I have some headlights, lighter, air horn, mentioned 2 tanks. I have, let's see, lens cleaner, fluid, phone, Bluetooth, earbuds, AM/FM radio, keys, all my keys for the flare, trailer, Colorado, X3, keep a spare set of keys in there. I have maps, chapstick, Blistex, chewing gum. I could tell you a story about the need for chewing gum, and it's not for pleasure, it's for predicaments out on the road. And of course there's the obligatory fingernail clippers, Q-tips, dental floss, fingernail file, toothpicks for various purposes and usage. Kind of a MacGyver of all skill sets here. Anyway, that is close to completing everything that I carry as a standard. And of course, if there's any specific purposes where supplies are needed, then those are in addition to my checklist. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions below. Any items I missed, let me know as well.